12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight looks for an omen, the falling of a star, a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. Religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
So thirsty.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no. Mary! Hold on. Please, hold on. Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. Mary. No. This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain! These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening. Over there! No! Please, stop! I mean you no harm. Stop! What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Shit, where'd it go? Now, I can figure this out. Kill that thing! Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice. Who are you? Stupid beast! Sorry. No, please, stop! Who are you? Filthy piece of shit! What do you want? I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me. The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. Right now! Let me go! I need to find shelter. Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it to share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers.
I don't know why that was so funny. It's probably just the accent. The accent was funny. You had me golden watch, did ya? That professor dude, like, up here or some shit?
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No. There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
Who goes there? Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Nope, no loot.
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them. The sun is high. I cannot leave now. This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it. Rational thinking only. This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, who changes blood in sunlight into a glowing flesh.
Voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Close.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
My head's spinning.
Wait! Come out, you coward! Clever fucking beasts!
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the west.
Die, vermin!
Go back home. A strength I never knew I had.
Leech spotted! Watch out, boys! I'll take it!
Every fiber of my being is on fire.
Alright, I gotta knock him back and hit it, I guess.
The limits of my body.
Oh, it consumes a lot of stamina, goddamn. Piss off, bitch. Awesome. Or I cannot cast that. Can I hold it? Bro, you know what? Piss off. I was just trying to have some fun, and you're gonna make it not fun.
My reflexes. I'm not human anymore. My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. This is despicable. The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it. I can't believe I'm doing this. What will London have to say to me? I've so many questions unanswered. Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I'll follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant. Fresh blood. The smell is so Where has everyone gone? This is despicable.
Yummy.
At last, a little life. Whoever he may be, the killer recently entered this bar. Maybe some of the locals saw him.
It's a good thing you can't see me now, Mum.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long...
Been there, seen that. Don't worry.
What's going on around here?
You must be new here. Have you not...
Who is this Seward?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient...
You make it sound...
People will always believe in monsters.
Has any...
Can't say. Sorry.
This is important, sir.
I don't know and I don't...
I'll leave you to your bottle.
Oh, God, sir. You look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not...
Well, grab a chair and get some rest.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around.
Tell me more.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of...
Do the police have it?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And, sir...
Yes?
No funny business, you hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you. And who might you be?
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here, too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. the scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor? That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I don't know yet.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again. Would you be so kind as to leave the room?
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
I think I'm... Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want
The truth.
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And
I'm just the barmaid here, okay?
I can feel your fear, madam.
It's Will.
Tell me about it.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory.
Why keep it a secret?
Tom's nothing if not loyal.
I see.
Good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
Welcome back. Did you find...
I can't say I have.
Hey, I told you, you...
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
He didn't deserve this.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum. Not long ago, this mess would have given me a laugh.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city. The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. What's this? Some sort of note. These men, blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Yummy. Oh.
ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Steady, boys, we've got one of them! Filthy fucking beast!
Ugh, keep pressing the wrong buttons.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy. This place reeks of bloodshed.
We shall overcome this. We've done it before.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
I must have more.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Scal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
Yes, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me. This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood. Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... what manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that Skal. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back. But I will tell you, she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed. A surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
You can do better than that. It's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
dance with him the dance of life and death.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fart me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide-and-seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. The poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
I got a hint, didn't I?
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Doctor...
Oh. Oh. Okay. It's just checked. It's checked off the hint. I see.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Goodbye, Milton.
Oh.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadogan fellow.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Your name has no meaning to me.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal?
You keep calling me more...
Well, Dr. Reed.
And why do you...
I don't need to believe anything.
Please.
I can hear my body...
I see.
Never? Delusional, you say? Oh, son.
I'm assuming...
It's only a cover.
Who are...
I can...
The staff here...
I'm not speaking.
I see.
Thank you.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft?
Is that not enough for you? Phew.
I'm curious to know...
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember.
I'll leave you, Mistress of...
Yummy.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated.
How would you
It's serious.
You must...
Sorry.
Nurse...
I wish I could be...
How long?
Or long enough to...
You'd be surprised what dedication. How is...
Not well.
Why does...
I don't know.
Why is...
Milton's not...
Goodbye, Nurse.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Unless you're here to fix my face.
I'm Dr. Reed.
You guessed right, Doctor. German shelled.
How is your stay?
Oh, it's bliss.
Can I ask...
It's the pain, sir.
Can I do anything?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills.
Who is treating you?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me.
You don't seem what...
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this.
No offense.
You were an officer, weren't you?
How close are you to Miss Hawcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid?
She's quite harmless, I can assure you.
So do you let her bite?
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me.
She could decide to bite...
And it's another good reason for me...
You do realize she's mentally disabled?
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world.
Goodbye for now.
You disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton.
Dr. Reed, is it?
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear...
You remained perfectly nice and...
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief.
How did you...
I had received that...
Why?
William was an alcoholic.
You...
I'm just a man trying...
Do you...
Tom? Yes, of course.
People are...
How could it be... Not really. What is the situation? Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who...
Has the gang been...
Ah, no. What?
How do you feel?
I feel like...
You're in good...
Thank you.
What do you...
I manage a night asylum.
Are you a priest?
Not at all.
Why?
That's a very strange question, Doctor.
Have you made friends?
Not really.
You never...
You're preaching to the converted now.
Goodbye, Mr. Ham.
See you again.
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
wish I could
And
say
I
the
thought
same.
last summer's epidemic.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doc.
Why do you...
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before...
I know it's a difficult task, but correct...
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. We lack...
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see.
You must know, blood trans...
How are...
Not...
And...
Sorry, Doctor.
Do you...
We are...
I'm not...
Brilliant.
Most...
It would...
Is there...
Well...
Why should his...
I guess...
Nurse...
No.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Where's the main man, Tippett?
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news?
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Your attitude is irresponsible, Doctor. Believe me, I've seen so many medical errors caused by exhaustion during the war.
You're right. This is a war, Doc.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard.
Does my arrival...
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are a lot...
If you have a problem...
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on...
I know we've never met before.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
God damn.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time, his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already...
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed.
And what exactly?
I served in the war, just like you.
Be careful what you insinuate.
I only want you to admit you used those...
I don't see any reason why I should justify my actions to you.
That's true, Dr. Reed. The only judge has to be yourself. The question is, are you judging yourself hard enough?
It seems you have bad memories of your mill.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter.
We can at least agree on something. Thank you for your... Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need...
Tell me about the doc...
Strickland and Ackroyd.
What do you mean?
I often had...
Are you...
Well,
I won't...
Are you sure?
In other... Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed. I am Thoreau Strickland.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Oh.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be
I'm not ashamed to admit you were...
It's always a pleasure to share.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical.
You're not the first.
What can you...
Well, it has always been an honor.
You see...
I'm convinced...
Questions?
True.
Do you...
Well...
Do you want...
Oh, no.
I see. Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about...
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself.
How could your job be
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got...
You can't...
Of course I...
Tell me more about...
1915.
What happened? I'm sorry for your loss.
I would like to say that she didn't.
How are your children?
They were small.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the word home, children, Ellen. As for me...
But in the circle...
Good evening, madam.
It's my son.
I'm Dr.
I'm Beatrice Goswick.
What can you tell...
Not much.
I...
Yes.
I'm What do you...
I have...
Is this...
Some of the...
Tell me...
The
What do you mean?
She managed...
She
Yes.
I
don't...
Was it Pippa?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening. I'm Dr.
No,
Reed.
I don't want to talk.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here.
Yes.
Could you at least tell me your name?
Mortimer.
Why did your mother have you hospital?
My mother just wants the best for me.
Pembroke Hospital made...
It's not me you have to convince.
Is your mother...
That's tempting, Doctor.
How pain...
So painful, I'd rather not.
I'll let you get...
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. God.
I'm okay.
How...
So painful.
I'm sure you...
Not really.
I see.
Yes, maybe.
How painful.
So painful.
Tell me...
I don't want to...
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Miss...
I'm okay.
I have to go.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
This hospital's... But in circumstances, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Benefit from...
Good
Where was
evening,
that?
Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to...
Goodbye, Doc...
Good evening, sir.
I'm quite busy.
Tell me...
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives.
Are you thinking about...
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery.
Why do you...
I strongly believe that Miss...
If you are going to lead this search...
I'm not the kind of man who runs a...
And are you not afraid that you...
Rivalry? I get...
Tell me where...
Strickland...
Are you think...
Harvey...
What? If you are...
I'm not the...
Thank you for your time. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
You'll see soon enough you'll be able to look.
What can I do?
My sweet girl.
If you could...
Second.
Thank you.
Oh, he's outside now, sweet.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? Good evening.
Always a pleasure.
A colleague?
Not any...
What do you mean?
No, sir. Do you... Yes?
What?
Because...
What?
It was... What? That's... Half... I don't...
When we've...
Funny.
Since you're not... No. Do you think...
I don't...
Do you...
As I... Quite... Yes.
So...
No.
You're a what?
No, Doc... Yes.
Who comes here?
I'm very...
What?
With the...
Please show me.
Of course.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and then sadly depart. I'm
It's
managing a
locked.
train terminal.
My sweet girl.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Doc.
wanted was to go back to work. To take care of my children.
Yeah, and now your children are fatherless. Sucks to be them.
It's locked, all right. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Ooh. Basically talk to everybody on the first day.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. What about my thirst for blood?
Alright, thank you for watching the stream, but I am tired as shit.